Hi y'all, it's your happy junior plant sale chair. I am looking forward to our 86th plant sale. That's many years older than I am, but as you know, the plant sale only works because we all come together and we help. So I urge you to volunteer. Please, if you have an hour to give, come on by. We can put you to work. If you have many hours to give, please use a Sign Up Genius, and we'll be around tonight to collect that information because we need your help. Dream works because the team works. And all I'm going to say to you is that share it with your friends, because you know that this is the way we fund all of the wonderful projects we do throughout the year, from scholarships to having our speakers and keeping the garden club free. Imagine this. The question that I get asked most of all is, how much does it cost to attend the garden club? And when I tell people it's free, they're amazed. And so all of this is funded by this one event. And what I'm asking you to do is help in whatever way you can, whether that's showing up, and if you've already helped, thank you. Appreciate that. But there's always a little bit more to do, and we can always use more hands, because you know, many hands make it the work light. Thank you so much for volunteering. I am so psyched about this year's plant sale, not because I'm junior plant sale chair, but because it is always something that not only we look forward to, but our entire community awaits this event every year. So thank you, and see you soon.
One of the things we like to offer each year is plants that we've started from seed. I like to choose varieties that you wouldn't necessarily find in a nursery. So I'm going to show you some of them. This is castor bean. We've got amaranth. If you want a pop of red in your garden, this is going to get huge red seed heads. This is the perfume deep purple Nicotiana, which you just saw in my PowerPoint presentation. It gets those clusters of gorgeous purple flowers. The Gomphrena is just starting. We've got two different kinds of nasturtium. Chinese lantern, which is always fun. And this year with the herbs we will have feverfew. Now they don't look like a lot right now. There's even some cotton. Every year I grow cotton. I have bowls of cotton in my house. Like I said, they don't look like a lot right now, but that's actually a good thing, because when they're at this size, we're able to sell them at a really good price. They're going to take off once you put them in the ground, and they're not going to be very much less stressed out when you transplant them. So look for these among most of them will be in the tender section with the container plants. I'm going to show you some of our plant sale drama queens. If you want drama in your garden, look for these. This is a cordyline. Pop that in a pot, you're kind of done. We've got cardamom. If you rub the leaves and smell it, it's gorgeous. Our climate won't allow it to set seed, but it gets very big and dramatic. If you have a pond, you might want to look at some of the papyrus. We actually kept this in water all winter. You do have to keep them indoors though. When you have to bring them in or keep them sheltered. Some of our smaller dramatic plants, this is a arroyo, this is a spreader. You can bring this in your house as a house plant in the winter. Our caladiums are just popping. We've got a variety of colors, whites, reds, greens. This is a weird little thing called stramanthe. It actually closes up at night. So you see these beautiful purple undersides in the evening. And if you want some drama in your house, we've got incredible houseplants. This is a philodendron. A dracaena with those colors. These will get nice and big and they'll get branchy. A philodendron. Red. And I think this is a calfarba. So we got a lot. If you want, you like your usual things, but if you want to add a touch of drama, come and look at these guys.
Karen Donovan.
And I'm Liz Demkin.
And we do the Coleus.
So this year we have 41 different varieties.
Oh, that's a lot.
And we shoot for about 6 or 7 or 8 of each. So we have, you do the math, many different varieties. Big ones, little ones, they're all looking really good.
They are looking super fantastic. We start with mother plants that we saved from last year. And we have a team of people, thank you everyone who helped, who propagate them and then grow them and then transplant them. We just transplanted them last weekend with a nice big crew of 8 people. And look how fantastic they look. And they're going to be even bigger and bushier by the time the sale comes.
2 tables worth. Okay, we have about a dozen of these philodendrons. They're very lovely shaped leaves. And also about a dozen of these wonderful snake plants that Kathy Coleman propagated last summer. And they're grown into wonderful large plants. And we also have a bunch of these rubber trees. They are courtesy of Jane Harris. Jane let me propagate them every year, take cutting from her plant, and she's very generous giving us a bunch of them. And here's some nice ivy for those of you ivy lovers out there. We have half a dozen of those also. Okay, these are some ferns that we're going to be offering. We have about 30 of them. This is a very nice fern, but I have an extra special fern for Bill Coleman. And
what?
Yeah, I'm going to give this one to Bill.
Is that poison ivy on the top?
Yeah. Kathy will love it.
Okay.
Thank you, Liz.
And then we have all kinds of little propagated plants.
Yes, we have about a dozen of these wandering dudes. Okay, we have a table here that's full of a lot of things, mostly succulents. So we have probably about 100, all different varieties. Some that you're familiar with, like these jade plants, but others that you might not be familiar with, like whatever this is called. Very sweet, very sweet. Also, we have cactus. Here's a cactus. We have other different kinds of cacti and aloes. Also on this table, we have some scented geraniums. These are lemon scented geraniums. We have about a half a dozen of those. And we have some nice Rex begonias. And that's about it. Yeah.
I like to take some plants to the plant sale that are a little unusual, sort of things you won't find in most nurseries, even fancy ones. So I've got an array here of various varieties. I'll show you first a geranium. This is just a regular standard geranium, except it's got very light green leaves and a beautiful orange-red flower. So that'll be in amongst the plants at the sale. Next I've got a variegated Asian hibiscus, not hardy like the geranium. Very few of these things are hardy. Beautiful variegated leaves, and this is its flower. This came off a slightly more mature plant. Eventually this one will flower too, of course. Then I've got Sticks on Fire, a famous plant that turns orange-red in sunshine. These are all rooted, so this is going to go. Again, you have to bring this in for the winter. And next, I've got an oleander, a light pink oleander. I'll get rid of this blue. A light cream pink oleander. And of course, you know, these are also not hardy, but they can be dangerous to husbands, I'm told. Okay, I have a dwarf bougainvillea. This is in bloom pink, variegated leaves, lovely, beautiful, fairly dense, low shrub. Again, beautiful. And then I've got a very unusual plant. This is called Buddha's belly plant because of this, the wide top to the root. This is all a stem system. This is a 1-year-old plant. What we'll have at the plant sale are seedlings, so it'd be about half about the same height, but not quite so many leaves. This is a 2nd-year plant and shows you the Buddha will bloom. It bloomed once during the winter, full of bloom. It even set seed, and we've captured the seed. We're going to try to grow those again. Now I've got 2 more blooms coming. This you use as an ideal house plant. Doesn't need a lot of sun in the winter, just fresh air and not too much water. Here, of course, is the plant that we put in the traffic island in the middle of Baker Street. The beautiful bloom. This is a slightly older plant. We'll have seedlings, cuttings of that, rooted cuttings, giving the light blue flower. Okay, of course we have a number of cannas. This is one with a particular striking leaf. Okay, this is a plant that a lady was looking for last year. We had it at the plant sale. She wanted a woody version. This is a slightly younger, and she said that it was what she'd been looking for so hard, and if she found the person who propagated it, she would give him a kiss. Well, I'm waiting for the kiss this year. Okay, lastly, I'll have to switch. This is a tibucina, an Asian South Indian plant. Has beautiful purple flowers. Has a lovely soft leaf. Catches the light, a little shiny with all the leaves, hairs. This is a night blooming cereus, rooted. They're very hard to find these outdoors in the world. This is a Caribbean copperleaf tree. It will grow a good 15 feet high. You just keep cutting cuttings. Again, it's not hard, you had to bring it in. It's in the euphorbia family. But beautiful color. To see the sun coming through the leaves, very, very attractive. And lastly, I have a very unusual plant. You'll never see this in the nursery, or hardly ever. This is the Hawaiian plumeria. It has flowers that are a rainbow of colors in a pastel shade. Beautiful colors. They're what they make the garlands with the fillets of the flowers of this. Frangipani is the common name for them. We have a number of these rooted. Again, they will grow, but you can bring them in the winter and they will flower. This is just about ready to flower. It hasn't got a flower stem yet, but it'll grow one. Well, thank you. I hope you'll find something interesting at the plant sale, and of course all our regular stuff. This is very hard to find in anywhere other than our plant sale. Thank you.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Bill. How are you? Welcome to the lean-to, the warm side lean-to.
What do you do down here?
This is where we keep the bare root perennials that we potted up in March. As you can see on both sides of you, they've been growing very well for the past month and a half. All ready for the plant sale. All of these plants here. I'll highlight a few of them that we're going to have at the sale. One plant. This year we were not able to get Dracaena, which is a standby, because the grower couldn't get the seed from Australia because of last year's wildfires. Who knew Dracaena came from Australia? But this year we have Helichrysum icicles, which is also a nice tall plant for containers, lovely color. So you get 3 in a pot, a nice bargain. We'll also have, I have to look at my cheat sheet, 6 varieties of hosta. This one is called Summer Lovin', a beautiful little plant, brighten up anybody's yard. So those are a nice find. We also have Campanula, I would call it. Our Italian friend would say Campanula. And they've already started to bloom. It's a lovely, lovely flower nice for the garden, a sunnier site. So that'll be a nice new entry for us. And this little thing is Epimedium Sandy Claus. It has a lovely white flower. They have already bloomed in the greenhouse earlier, but the leaves are an interesting variation on the Epimedium site. So we have those available this year. Something different. We also have grapes. We have 3 different kinds of grapes. One white, one purple, and one pink. And they've grown very nicely in the last few weeks. So those will be ready for the sale also. Plus, Liz had rescued some key limes, thornless key limes, from Lowe's or Home Depot or somewhere, and they've lived through the winter in the greenhouse, and they will also be available for sale in the fruit area, along with our strawberries and things like that. This year we have 2 different kinds of bidons for containers. One, the usual yellow, and the other, a pink. It's called strawberry, pink and white, different variations on the pink theme. So those also will look great in everybody's containers. This is a perennial favorite, Lily of the Valley. Can't help but smell the fragrance. Remind you of your grandmother and your mother. So take them home and they'll fill in a lovely area for you. You keep them under control, they'll give you pleasure for many, many years. This lovely plant is a eupatorium, pink frost, Joe Pye weed. Butterflies love Joe Pye weed, so this is also a lovely addition to any garden, very colorful. And this is one of our hens and chicks. We have 6 different varieties, and this one is particularly charming, Cosmic Caramel. Look at all the little babies just since we planted them up in March that have grown. So this will be these will really take off in anybody's garden. Okay. And we also have Coreopsis, 2 different kinds this year. This is a yellow and we have a red. But this one, look how lovely it's blooming and how many buds on it already. And only $5, so a great bargain. And of course we have ferns. This year we have, as I go to my cheat sheet again, we have 7 different kinds of ferns. This one is a Japanese Ethereum Silver Falls. Lovely variation. So we have some that are straight green, some that are all year long. They stay vibrant, the tassel fern, and so we have 7 varieties for people to choose from. You're bound to find something for your garden. And now I think I have one more thing. This one, we have 3 different kinds of coneflower. This one is Cheyenne Spirit. It has a variety of orange, bright orange, light orange, and yellow when the flowers come out. So those are also very cheerful for the sunny garden. So I hope you'll see, we all have our usuals, the sweet potato vine, the vinca vine, which has done very well this year. We have 4 cold frames filled with peonies. We have, I calculated how many peonies too. We have 9 varieties of peonies, herbaceous peonies, and 6 varieties of dahlias, 3 of lilies. So plenty for everybody. Come and enjoy putting them out before the sale and taking a sneak peek, and also purchasing them for your garden over the summer. And for those of you who helped with the potting up, you'll be surprised at what the things look like that you planted up, what they look like at the sale. So please come to the sale and clear us out for all of our perennials. Take care.
Okay, Laura, what do we got here?
Hi, now we're in the garden behind the greenhouse, where we have 4 cold frames filled with plants for the sale. Unfortunately, the deer have found a way into the garden, so this year, instead of our plants being open to the sunshine, we've had to cover them with shade cloth so that the critters don't eat them, in particular our newly grown hosta. So in this cold frame we have more hosta, some alliums, Nepeta, which is a new item for us, catmint this year, which I recommended we buy this year because last year they were so beautiful all over town. And we have Aquilegia, all different things, including the Tiarella. This is a Tiarella, which is related to Heuchera. And this is a Heuchera Black Forest cake. Look how pretty that is. And these will come back every year, and the deer don't seem to like them, which is always good. I forgot to mention, we also have 3 different kinds of geraniums. This is a dark leaf one, Midnight Ghost, which has a lovely light pink flower, but the leaves are, the dark colored leaves are what you buy it for. And we also have some dianthus carnations, little carnations. This one is already blooming, which is terrific. And those are down in the lower 2 cold frames.
Hi, my name is Judy Cronin, and I organize the cashiers and the tally people for the plant sale. We have about 65 slots to fill, so volunteers are very important, so please call and volunteer. We train everyone, we have price lists, and we work in pairs, and there's always someone around to help you. And it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people. Everyone has a good time. We work in 4-hour shifts, 3 a day, so that helps. And if you need any help at all, we're there. Cashiers and tally people are important because we are the point of profit and loss. So we give you all this training and you have all this help around you so that you don't need to worry and you don't need to hurry. Take your time. Please volunteer. And you're a big help to the plant sale. Thank you so much.
Okay, ready?
You cook with that, Karen?
Yep. Okay, hi, I'm Karen, and for the sale, I throw away my trowel and I pick up my wooden spoon. I am in charge of food. And oops, I forgot to bring the menu, but the menu will be put in the newsletter. And what we need you to do is to provide like side dishes and snacks. We feed everybody during the sale because we don't want you to go home and never come back. We need you there working and selling stuff. We need cookies. We need, oh, nothing's here. We need side dishes. Anything you want. You don't have to make it. You can buy it. It's okay. We will also provide you with coffee and tea. And this year we're asking everyone to bring their own reusable container for water. We're going to have jug water, or maybe I haven't figured that out yet, but we'd like everybody, because those water bottles are so bad for the environment. We're going to be good citizens of the earth this year. So that's it. See you at the plant sale. You can either call me with what you're bringing, or text me, or email me, or sign up at the meeting. Thanks.